Have you ever felt the pressure of running your own tent shop, or even wondered, how do I run 5 tent shops simultaneously as the GM, the janitor, the head employee? Well, today I have 2 very special guests. One single man operation and one successful business owner who owns multiple shops across multiple states. Let's get into it. Here's the deal. Rob, Shady Jay, how you guys doing?
Doing well. Happy to be here.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's been a long week, but
yeah,
you know.
It has. We have tent class going on right now, and you two are the primary tent trainers. So Shady, I know you've been here before.
Yes, sir.
Bob, your first time.
First time.
How's it been this week?
It's been unreal. This is everything I thought it was going to be and more. Seen some clips, seen some pictures, seen some videos, and it looks like a blast. And now I'm here, and I can confirm this is the shit. Pardon my language. This place is awesome.
No, it's good. You can say whatever you want on this thing, man.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. Just like how you told me earlier, you know, one thing that you really like about GeoShield is we're corporate, but we still keep the freshness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're down to earth.
It's very true, and that's what I love about being here during these weeks. Like, I've never been here other than for training, but every time I come down here, I don't think, oh man, I gotta mind my manners, I gotta behave. I'm like, man, I just get to go be me and have fun and teach these guys here and girls, if we ever get any in here, how to tint some windows, man. And it's just, I love this place. Like I was saying, I think a couple days ago, this is like my second home. Like, if I could, I would own a property down here.
Oh, 100%.
Not right now, but maybe, just maybe in the future. You never know.
So you're gonna become a little Louisiana boy, huh?
I might have a little beach house here for the winter time or something. You never know.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So you've been here. How many times have you came down to Louisiana to train?
So this is my 3rd time. I was down here in February as a guest trainer, and then April as a guest trainer, and then this time, technically the lead instructor, which was a big difference from the other times, just because I had more of a leadership role in the sense of commanding a class in the beginning and during and stuff like that. I tried to keep it, I tried to, have Rob do a lot of the stuff that I was doing the first 2 times, like a couple of the segments, the demonstrations, things like that. Just because I'm still trying to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
2 times is good, and the 3rd time is the charm, they say. And this one I really enjoyed probably the most.
Okay.
If I'm being honest.
Do you still feel, whenever you come down, you get that fulfillment, from training? Like, is it any different than the first time with all the excitement and everything? Do you still get excited coming down here?
Yeah. So before I came down here for this one, I was a lot more nervous than the second time. The first time I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. So that time was the most nerve-wracking. But knowing that I'm going to be the lead made it a little bit, it made me hesitant in a sense of like, I don't know really what to say.
Yeah.
But usually, like I was telling you, like I'll worry myself to the point to where it's like, man, it's just going to help people, and they don't know what's going on. Yeah, they don't know what's going on anyway, so how would they even know if I'm messing up, right? But at the same time, I constantly ask for feedback, so I was a little more nervous this time, but my family came with me this time too. Okay. So that always brings me a little comfort. They ask about the class when I get back to the hotel. They tell me it's so cool. They ask me questions about it, things like that. So bringing the family down here this time as the lead kind of evened out. So it made it to where it was more enjoyable on the way here than when I would come, like I came by myself the last time in April, and I was a complete nervous wreck. Then the time before that, it was just me and Jessica, and I had never done something like this. So it was I'm just a nervous guy when it comes to new things.
Yeah.
So
I feel
it takes me a little bit to leap into something and to be comfortable doing it. But I'm more comfortable now after this class than I have been in the past. So it's been a learning experience for me too. So they're not only are they learning from us, but I'm learning from them.
And I feel like it's learning for both of you guys because, both of y'all have very different teaching techniques. I mean, Bob, you said it yourself, you guys are polar opposite. So for you coming in and it being your first time, how do you feel about the training portion of it, because you've trained before.
Yeah,
You've
I've done plenty
classes.
of training. I've never done training on this type of stage and this scale. I've never had 9 students at the same time. But yeah, you made a good point. Shady and I, we come from different worlds, but we're both passionate and skilled window film installers. We know what we're doing. We know what works for us. And I think actually, Shady Jay and I were speaking the other day, and we were talking about how great this class was and how far everyone's come. And I think it's a testament to the 2 different worlds and angles that we're throwing at them. So, and I think they realized it too. They were like, wow, oh, Rob's different from Jay, and Jay's different from Rob. And Rob says to do this, and Jay says, you know what, maybe, do it this way. And so it gives them, different angles and perspectives to consider. And I think that makes this class stronger than, I don't want to be biased or nothing, but maybe better than other classes in the past. We'll see,
Yeah. No, I mean, I completely agree, because the thing that I love about all the different cultures of trainers that we get in the GeoShield Academy is that I get to see every single one of you guys teach and train. And a lot of people would agree, whoever watches this, that when it comes to tinting a window, it's the famous saying, there's 90 ways to skin a cat and all that stuff. But it's true when it comes to window tint. If you're a mechanic or something like that, you have to do stuff a certain way.
Yeah.
You have to do it a certain way. You got to be by the book and all that stuff, safety precautions, whatever. Tinting windows, it's really just about figuring out what works best for you.
Exactly.
So do I love that we have a syllabus type of structure? Yes. But I also love that we don't hold you guys to the point where you can't be yourselves in tinting the window and training.
Y'all don't have you have to teach it step by step this way. Y'all do have Brent's method up here, which was the way that everybody had learned, before the guest trainers that came around. But being able to kind of like freestyle the training and show them our way individually, and then maybe even taking some of what Rob does and some of what I do and kind of intermingling. That's how I tint windows. Like I don't tint windows like just one person I watched on YouTube or saw on Facebook or whatever. I've gotten like skills from every person I've ran into over the years in the events here, at other shops, online. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use that trick. And it's basically just a mixing bowl of tint knowledge. And I just kind of pluck out what I need to use for what situation.
Yeah, 100%. I feel the same way. It all just depends. Sometimes I'll work on a car and I'm like, oh, I remember such and such did this online. So let me try it like him. Let me change my ways a little bit.
Right.
So I want to dive into a little bit of the backstory here. Bob, I want to start with you. You own multiple shops across the country. So how did that even start?
Okay, so originally I'm a tint shop owner before I became a tinter. So I was a DJ in my past life, and I was probably DJing from about 18 to about 35 or so. Right around then, when I was kind of phasing out of DJing, looking for what was behind door number 2 for part 2 of my life, I found a tint shop for sale and ended up buying that. So that was Tint Star in Albany, New York. It's considered kind of like a hood area, but it's a diverse city. It's a blue collar city, and that's my beginnings. That's where I came from. Tried to run and manage a shop, but I don't know how to run or manage a shop. I never managed any shop. I never ran a shop. I don't even know how to tint. Long story short, I figured out, hey, I got to figure out how to do this. Right. It ain't going to work.
Yeah.
So I figured out how to tint, and then from there just took it to where we are today, where we kept kind of pushing the business forward, trained all new team members, developed methods and processes, and tripped all the way up, made all the mistakes. Trust me, made all the mistakes all the way until today. And I will continue to make mistakes, but that's kind of like the story of,
we all do.
I guess if you're going to call it success, that's the secret of my success is, hey, I made all the mistakes.
100%.
Yeah.
You got to make the mistakes to figure out what's going to work.
Of course.
If you don't, you're not really doing it right.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
So going from that, Shady, you yourself, you're a one-man band. You're the CEO,
janitor,
CMO, the janitor,
all of
the
it,
tenor,
secretary,
everything.
Quote person.
Nobody's there to pick up tent scraps behind you.
Yeah, so he spoke on the mistakes he's made as an owner and a manager over the years that he's been, an owner. And I made the mistake of Now, I don't want to say mistake, but everybody says it's a mistake of working for people for too long.
Yeah.
Instead of getting out and doing my own thing. But I believe everything happens for a reason. And I stayed at the places I stayed at, one, out of fear of not being able to do it. And two, out of I didn't want to be uncomfortable. And I was just very comfortable working for people. And I was like, I don't want the headache. I don't want to have to worry about this and that and taxes and potentially payroll eventually and the cost of film up front. Like, I didn't have a lot of money, especially working for somebody who owns a tent shop when you didn't know that you weren't getting paid appropriately, which that's a whole nother story. Whenever you get paid hourly and it's not very much, but also I'm a very grateful person for all my opportunities. So when I had an opportunity to work and to make money at a shop, I was like, it could be worse. I could be working at McDonald's, right? I could not be doing what I think is a fun job. But at the same time, I knew that there would be more eventually. So I worked for one shop when I first started. I was a prep guy for 3 years, which is unheard of.
Yeah, that'll never not be crazy.
Which is unheard of, apparently. I didn't know this back then because I wasn't a part of social media in the tent world at that time, right? And so then after that 3 years, he got a plotter. I was told, or I heard from the rep, like, if you get a plotter and he doesn't know how to hand cut, he can't really go anywhere. So it was one of those like, oh, okay. So I learned how to use the plotter. It worked pretty good. And then it went down one day. And so I learned how to hand cut. And I was decent at it. We just used the cut and shift method, which I'd never heard of the Sharpie method then. So that was the only way I knew how to cut windows. Did that for like a week. And then the plotter was up and running again. And then eventually it came time for me to leave that shop. That's a long story. Don't want to really get into that one. And then I ended up working for another guy who owned a detail shop. He wanted to add tint. He tried to learn to tint previously. He was using a film company that I'm not going to mention, but it was
we don't name names around here.
It was a company that I'd liked and I'd heard about and stuff like that. And then we ended up switching from them to a different company, blah, blah, blah. I was working for him for 3 years, and then the shop just kind of got unbusy. Like, it just got super slow, and eventually it closed down. And I treated that shop like it was my own. Like, how I would run my business is how I ran their business. I was like I am now. I opened up the shop. I was the manager. I scheduled most of the stuff. Granted, I didn't do all of the scheduling, because the owner's wife it was her number attached to the company. She handled a lot of the calls, but I would get a lot of the calls asking about certain vehicles because I knew more about the business than she did. So she trusted my opinion. Fast forward, that shop closed down, and I was like, you know what? I've been doing it on the side. Fuck it. I'm just going to do my own thing now.
Yep.
Started out mobile, which was a pain because it was November whenever I started my business. And that, if anybody knows, that's the worst time to start a business, when you're completely slow. Started doing mobile jobs, a couple flat glass jobs to kind of get some revenue going. I had some film, that I'd been kind of keeping on standby for if I ever did open my own shop. Converted my then dog room into a shop. Put a garage door on it. It was just an old fucking wooden room with a plug-in AC unit in the wall, and
that's what I'm talking about.
And it was dirty in there, concrete floors. And then over time, I would upgrade. Like, I would get Swiss tracks. Like, I got Swiss tracks for the floors first because that's like the main thing that makes it look better. Eventually, I added like more lighting, hex lights, painted the walls white, painted the ceiling black. And just tried to turn it into what I would want to take my car into. Yeah. And when I look at it now, like, I can take pictures of it. They're like, damn, dude, you got a legit shop. Then they pull up and they're like, where the fuck did you take me? I'm in the middle of nowhere.
What is this? The hills have eyes over here?
Seriously, like, almost every customer that pulls up, they go, man, you don't leave whenever it snows, do you? Because I've got a big fucking hill you got to go down to get to my road, and then you have to go up a big winding road to get to my house.
That's crazy.
And it's out in the middle of the woods, and when it snows, we don't go anywhere. If we know it's coming, we get as many groceries as we can.
And that's it.
And we just park it. and we just sit out and enjoy the snow. You know what I mean? But going from working for people, I kind of got to see how to run a business. So that's why I'm okay with it being the way it is, like the way it went. Like instead of going from that first shop to opening my own business, I would have done what you did and just fuck around and found out, right? But instead, I got to manage a business and see what worked and what didn't work and what I would implement differently. And now that's what I do, and that's what I love doing.
Yeah, add that into your own business.
Customer experience. That's all I want to provide, and that's what drives me in my business is my customer the happiest I can make them with my service. And that's what I try to focus on. So
Could we touch upon that 3 years of prep? Could we touch on that for a second?
Sure.
I got some thoughts on that because I heard you mention that a few times.
It sucked.
And I also know somebody who wasn't given any opportunity to like learn and grow, and it was just basically diminished down to like one or two simple small tasks, and it wasn't given a leash to kind of run free.
Right.
And I think as a business owner, and I've heard the story through and through again, I've always done the opposite. I've always said, hey, run,
to the wolves.
go. Yeah. And I've heard that story before, and it's definitely a mistake. So if you're out there and you're in a position where you can hire somebody potentially, let them go. Let them go. Don't hold them on a tight leash. Train, show, explain, because it's only going to help you. And if you have the mindset of like, but what if they leave, if they quit, who cares? But what if you don't?
Exactly.
What if you don't? And that cost is way more expensive because if he was smart, and I've heard the story with somebody, with the girl that works for me, you're probably going to meet her one day. You're definitely going to meet her one day. You guys are both definitely going to meet her. Bailey, she's one of my shop managers. She came to Tint Star, and her old boss only let her do certain things. But when she came to Tint Star, she flourished.
Right.
She's a sick tinter. She's dope. And it's only by letting her make the mistakes, try and experiment. So he should have, if he was smart, he would have let you be more than a prep guy after 3 months and just seen you soar.
Right.
And it would have been a whole different story for both of y'all. But if you're ever thinking about hiring a shop and you're listening to this, I would say don't be scared. Right. Let people train, learn, share all your secrets and tips. I don't gatekeep anything. People always ask me, wow, why do you tell people how to do everything? Why do you show people everything? I say, because you think, my mindset is, I can show you everything. It doesn't mean that you're going to immediately be me tomorrow. We're going to switch places.
Exactly.
It's not that easy, you know? And I don't gatekeep. That's not my style. I'm here to help. I'm here to explain, and I'm here searching for tips and knowledge, and because I'm also in the same boat. I'm always trying to learn new things too. So, yeah.
So the reason that I was always told why, because I would ask all the time, man, like, when are you going to teach me to tint? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, why not? He's like, because I've been burned so many times.
I'm scared.
So it was because in the past he had hired people and he had taught them how to tint.
Yeah.
And they would leave and start their own business. Yeah. But also, when you're not a good leader, it's hard for people to want to stick around.
That's exactly
what I mean?
it.
So if you don't have a good leader, why would you want to stick around, right? So I eventually found out why, and it's because people start getting good, and they start getting a little cocky, like I did. I got a little ego to me because I was fast. Like, I could tint a car, and we had a plotter. I could tint a car in 45 minutes within the first year of me learning how to tint, because I'd watched him so many times that it was literally burned in my brain what to do. He had never taught me firsthand, but he Miyagi'd me. Like, I would know the next step that he needed. Like, if he were to be going to do a back glass and he was shrinking it, grab all the tools, throw them in the back seat, scrub the back window while it's getting shrunk, get the light, get ready, he's ready, cut it out, all those things. Like, all the steps I knew. So I was always reading his mind, basically, right? And it came to a point where he didn't even have to talk when he came in there. Like, I would have everything pulled out, double cut, put on the window, ready to rock. And dude, we would get a car tinted in 30 minutes, hand cut.
That's whenever he'd start getting scared. Like,
and then when I started doing it with the plotter, I just started flying through shit because I knew what to do. I knew all the steps. And at the end of the day, it came down to waste. It came down to the plotter messing up, and we didn't have the correct knowledge on the plotter to be able to fix it. So it would be waste after waste after waste. And as we know, tint's probably the cheapest thing that we put in our shop because we make money on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it costs this much to get the tint, but the margins on it and the money you make out of it, it's almost like what? Probably like a 50 cents a window or something in materials. If we're getting,
it's negligible where honest. It's not really cutting
so
into the overall margins.
You waste 1 or 2 doors.
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Oh, now I'm behind 5 minutes? Anyway, so it turned into it wasn't my fault that there was anger in the shop. And that's why I was like, you know what, man? It's time for me to leave. I was like, you have a good one.
Yeah. It sounds like a person who just
like,
really doesn't really understand
the
business. Lacking of trust, but you're not really understanding the business, because if you understand the business, you're not going to stress waste. It's not that bad. If you have to redo a window, it's not going to cut into your profit margin that much.
Exactly.
So there's shop owners out there that are nickel and dime every window. Don't waste that. Save it. Roll it up. Let's put a big pile of tint in the corner.
And see, that's where it was brought up, was there was a big fucking corner full of wrong plotted windows because the plotter would cut them wrong, and then I wasn't able to hand cut with those because I could only use the plotter. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I would have to explain, like, if only you would let me hand cut, all of this waste over here would be being used.
It would be null and void. I'd use most of it.
Yeah.
And we'd have little slivers.
Yeah.
Right. And there would be less waste.
Yeah, which Steve, which is one of the guys in this class, had brought up a point about waste. But I know you've heard me say it multiple times, and you have said it multiple times yourself. But Bob, what I tell people all the time in here, man, is, tinting is the easy part. You need to factor that waste into your total cost overall. It's just like going to a tire shop and getting your tires changed. Mm-hmm. You look at that invoice, they're going to have a tire disposal fee on there.
Mm-hmm.
You can add those expenses to your business.
Sure.
Hey, here's a waste fee for my film. If you're hand cutting, plotting, whatever the case, add those fees.
Sure.
Because the easiest thing about this entire job, and I don't care who argues with me or whatever, but I will hands down say, tinting the window is the easy part.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping the lights on is a lot harder.
Yeah.
Being a business owner is the hard part.
Trust me, starting in the winter, I understand that the most.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time to sit around and figure out business.
It gets difficult out there.
Yeah. It reminded me of a conversation that we had the other day. This is another this week, Shady and I got to get to know each other a lot better than we've ever had. There's a lot of conversations, and one of the things that we were talking about the other day was the shop fee. Right, so I implement a shop fee in my shop, and he's anti-shop fee, and that's like, I feel like the line is like drawn right down the middle, where business owners would be like, "Yep, got to do it, need it, we have it, pointless. It is what it is," and then somebody else says, "You know what? I don't want to do that to them. It is what it is," or, "Hey, buddy, just raise your price. Don't do a shop fee. Just raise your price $15." You know what I'm saying? So, no, but it's been interesting. Shady and I were very different, and we do things differently, but at the same time, mutual respect, man.
It makes it fun, man. You can't all
Shady's
be
a
the
G.
same, or it'd be boring.
No.
Oh, that's what does make it fun.
Out of the two of us, I'm somehow the more inappropriate one here, which is weird.
Not true. I just don't express it as much as you do.
Dude, I don't know. Bob's pretty he gets pretty
cracks
raunchy,
me up, man.
dude.
Especially with that meme that one of the students actually made, bro.
I'm just trying
to
find out who it was.
I'm just trying to. It was Cody. It was Cody. Yeah. I'm just trying to have fun, guys.
Shout out Cody Cox back there
from Arkansas. That's why it's so funny.
You guys are watching the
I like to keep
Shady
things
Bob
loose.
cam.
I want to keep loose. Just have some fun. You know what I mean? Let's laugh. Let's bust balls. Joke around.
Fun.
I've been telling Craig he's from the 1800s all week.
1862.
His baby photo.
Yeah, that was funny. That was pretty funny.
Dude.
I want you two to know too, whenever Caden clips this up, he has a dope ass clip. Tony was shrinking the shit out of that window right behind you as you were giving this beautiful monologue.
Was I really?
Yes, you were giving this beautiful monologue.
About what?
And Tony was just shrinking the shit out of that window. So that was cool.
We need to add like a really fucking inspirational sound to it, like.
Yeah, some just violin.
You know when
going off
it just
down
keeps
there.
going, like it's like a whole bunch of quotes from different movies. You know,
just
what I mean?
random ones.
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
that's great.
So Rob, whenever you guys set your shops up, like say you were to buy something today in Baton Rouge and you wanted to set it up, would you set it up something like this? Or all your shops you swagged out, or
Our shops are pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I always try to have it be visually appealing, on brand with colors. very clean and organized. I don't like clutter. I'm a pretty neat and organized kind of guy. We always emphasize cleaning, but will it be like this? Absolutely not. And the only reason is because I cannot afford it, because you guys have $50 spray bottles, $600 chairs, every squeegee tool, hard card, sprayer, tape, plastic wrap, blanket you could ever imagine, and it's only the best one that exists on the market. So no,
except for apparently the black hard cards.
The black hard cards, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what happened to those.
Yeah. But no, I would not set my shop up like this, because I can't afford to set my shop up like this.
What he said was, this is far too bougie.
Yeah, I love it, but I joke about it. I knock it, but I actually just want my shop to be like this. Yes, so dude. That's the reality of it. So yeah, I would.
Like I told you at the beginning of the week, this is a Tinner's fantasy factory.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
100%.
I'm still trying to get them to add a foam pit.
Where?
I really want a foam pit.
Where?
I don't care. They could do it outside.
Dude, just add on something.
Yeah, true.
Let's build a loft right here, and then just put a foam
pit.
Yeah, I mean, you could put one on wheels. You could put one on wheels, so you can open the door and wheel it in, and then climb up, and then
climb up, jump off.
So
put a little vert ramp.
I'm not gonna lie, I did get the hex lights pretty much after I came here, because I was like, look, it looks good on camera. I've seen them all over social media, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I would like them.
I stayed away for as long as I could.
Yeah, I didn't know if they would be.
I just got mine too.
Trendy. I don't want to do the shit everybody else does. But
me and you are the same.
Being here, especially with this one, it just looks fucking great on camera.
Yeah,
Shady.
And I go live all the time, so it's like, it just looks good for the brand.
Good lighting. You know what I'm saying?
And I literally emulated my shop with the same color scheme. I got white walls, black ceiling, hex lights, orange and black everywhere. You know what I mean?
Well done, guys.
Racks, you know what I mean?
Well
like
done.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It really is something
it looks as good as it, like on camera, like on the videos and stuff. It looks dope, right? But when you're here, you're like, okay,
it looks better.
That's also a testament to the two guys off camera right now with their editing skills.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they make the videos look badass, dude.
They make it look really good.
And shout out to Caden, because one of the videos that he had made from my February class, my wife came to me and she was like, babe, I don't know what they did to this video, but whoo!
The beauty filter.
And I was like,
I
was like, appreciate that, Caden.
The beauty on that.
I said, appreciate that, Caden. I was like, thanks, my man.
Slide that lever all the way to the right.
Yeah, exactly. Made me look 10 years younger. She was like, this is like when we first met.
Golly, reminiscent, huh?
Nice.
But we try to set this place up to where, whenever you come in, whatever your skill set, because we have a lot of guys. I mean, Tony, for instance, over here, he's a GM of a shop, so he's starting just like you did.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing.
Same exact thing. He bought a tent shop, and now he's like, I need to learn how to do this.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to help my guys. And then we have some people. Last class, we had a guy, Nick Stalicki from Texas. He came in.
You say that again?
Nick Stalicki.
Okay.
Nicky Stalicki.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Don't confuse it with Ricky.
Okay, I like it.
But Nick's been doing this for a long time, and we even got to teach him new things. But it's cool for guys to be able to come into the shop and see what works and what may not work.
Right.
Like, this seems like something cool. I want these what types of cabinets are these? What are these heat guns? I've never used one of these heat guns. What tool is this? What is that?
With the Steinels.
With the Steinels.
Yeah, I
you
never.
Think those things are rocket ships.
I never touched a Steinel until Sunday night, and I was like, "What is this? Wow, this is heavy."
This goes back to he likes non-expensive things.
I love expensive things.
I said, but you can't afford it.
I can't afford. I can't do my shop like I want to.
You need to have a personal Steinel.
But hold on a second.
Bob, do you want one?
I can't take a Steinel.
See,
I can't.
To everybody watching, what's been funny this whole week for me is that everything that Bob sees that he likes, I'm like, Bob, do you want to take that home? And he goes,
no.
Dude, I can't, bro. So then I just sign it, and I'm like, here, bro, it's yours.
Listen, the first time I was here, Brent literally goes, take what you want. And I just kept grabbing shit. I'm like,
I had to listen. Okay? I asked Chase. I asked Chase twice, and I think I asked Shep twice. And every time they said the same thing, I said, "Yeah, do it."
Yeah.
And I go,
and I was telling him,
"Are you
this
sure?"
morning,
Yeah.
I was telling you this morning, I was like, dude, you can have whatever you want there.
Yeah.
I don't have to steal it.
I didn't say you had.
It's not
You just
stealing.
walk up and go.
I didn't have to be like,
"Is
yo,
this on my
Chase,
list?"
did Chase go up front? You know what I mean?
No, he came up and he asked. He said, "Wow, this is a really cool green bulldozer. I've never seen a green one. It's got a rubber tip, but I've never seen a green one." I said, "Oh, you want it? You can have it." He was like, "Wait, what?" I said,
He's
"Yeah,
like,
it's yours."
I can't.
And then Shep looked at him and he was like, "Yeah, you can have it if you
Take
want.
it, bro. I'll
Take
just write it down.
We'll get another one."
Right.
You know.
Can I just mention something I just thought of right now?
What's up?
Because we're talking about like
Yeah.
the shop and it being bougie and like all the state of the art stuff. These peel boards you see like around the shop, they're not cheap. They're they are not cheap.
Fuck
so like
no.
Those came out my paycheck.
I think we need to at least grab the guys and be like, hey, by the way, when you go out there and tint, that's not going to be there. You're going to have to figure something else out.
Oh, we really
Dude,
should.
you know what I mean?
You know, we usually try to touch on everything, but I
Yeah.
will say, you know, having a week, because dude, I'm gonna be honest,
Being
we catch a lot
spoiled.
of slack. We catch a lot of heat from even putting on a class. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's the wrong way to do it." There's a lot of haters. A lot of haters out there.
The internet.
TikTok tenders out
TikTok
here.
tenders,
I
everything,
love it.
which people consider all of us TikTok tenders.
Take it.
Whatever.
I don't give a
whatever.
fuck.
I don't care. But the biggest thing is there are some things that you're gonna miss, which is why day one we tell these guys, look, you're learning the fundamentals. You're gonna have to go out there, and once you're out there on your own, there's some stuff that you are gonna pick up. Like, oh man, you know, they didn't really talk about this, and it's not our fault per se.
There's
but
only so much you can really cover in 5 days.
there's only
Yeah.
so much.
Even how we have it focused on like day one is all knife skills.
Yeah.
And then day two is all install. Yesterday was all heat shrinking. And then today's basically free for all, touching up on the things that you want to learn, removal, one-on-one time, specific help on things you know you're struggling with. The way it's set up is set up for them to not be overwhelmed in those first 4 days.
Very much so. Because it was funny, Trevor was hand cutting the window on this key over here behind me, and it's got the weird, you know, little
The drop on it.
drop on it,
Yeah.
and then it's also got the button mirror. And you know, I looked at him and I said, those knife skills, day one, it might have been boring, but look at you now. They come in handy now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely do.
So the structure, you know, going back to what we had said earlier, the structure, it's not that we make you guys as trainers do one thing a certain way,
Right.
but the structure that's laid out in the curriculum is very, very helpful because of the way that the days flow. And
Yep.
then by the time tomorrow comes, we're over here having fun. We're 9 a.m. Usually
Shit, I'm having
cranked
fun.
up, competitions going.
This is my
you know.
favorite day right here, day 4.
This is my favorite day
Day 4 is
too.
my favorite day because you get to see all of the things that they can do now as opposed to the first day they walk through the store. Like we have 2 students that have never touched film in their life.
And they're murdering
And one
it.
of them is a absolute beast.
Yeah.
And the other one is just as good, but he just hadn't picked up on it as quickly. Like there's nothing wrong with taking a little longer to learn things, but when you're able to walk in here and have zero knowledge of this and then being able to tint windows
Yeah.
4 days later
I think it's
and doing a little better than me, honestly.
testament to
That's
GeoShield
crazy.
Academy, the trainers, Chase, just everybody involved, you know.
I don't want to
And
take any
Chase
glory,
Chase
man.
doesn't
No.
get enough credit
No,
for
Chase
his
is the
training
man.
skills.
No.
Chase is probably the reason I'm probably
he-
even sitting here right now.
But
Brent
he's,
said the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he's
Yeah.
a good
Well, I always, Chase, when I met
example
you,
of what it takes to keep doing it though, because you've been doing it a year and you're in here giving your tips and tricks because you've seen so many classes and all that. You've taken from the trainers that have been here too. Like you've learned how to teach.
I think that's what's cool for me is like,
You get so many training styles you get to learn.
yeah, exactly.
I have
it's
only
like learning
one.
from all the.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I'm not a very religious man, but you know, it's like having all the gods, and you're learning. You get to learn from all
Oh,
of them. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? At
Tint
one time,
gods.
The Roman, not the Roman,
the
gods,
Romans, the Greeks, all
of them. Yeah,
I get to you know learn from every single one of them.
all of the lessons.
Yeah. It's definitely a great adventure. You know what I'm saying? But I attest all this stuff to you two.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll
You
take
know,
it.
I am here. But
I think we're a
you
good.
guys
I think
the
him and
ones
I are a
that kill
good
it.
duo, actually, in terms of
I agree.
two people that you could have train your class.
Yeah.
Two different people. And his actual name is Jordan, so I'll be Pippin, and I'm playing the secondary here. I think we're a killer.
Okay.
I think
we're a little 90s Bulls here.
A killer duo right here. You know what I mean? We might have to run it back one day.
Can I be Dennis Rodman?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. Sweet. That's all I want.
Absolutely. There we go.
What do you mean? You were built for that, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Let me just go beat some people up, you know?
96 Bulls. Here we go.
Let me get some technicals here.
Bring Carmen a lecture with you,
That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
No, but it's been a great week. It's been super fun.
I've had a blast, man.
You know, I just want to end it on a high note. I want to ask you two, you guys are going to tenor battles, both of you, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Tenor battles, both of you.
I will be competing.
So anybody who watches this in August that comes out to tenor battles, definitely come meet your idols.
Good luck.
You know? Definitely come meet your idols.
Good luck.
Good luck. Shady Jay says, good luck. He thinks he's going to win the whole thing.
I'm taking the fucking belt.
I'll be there. I won't be competing, but I'll be cheering all my friends on. I'll be cheering Shady on, and I'll be helping Carlos, announcing, hosting, etc. Things like that.
This is the most skilled I've ever been and the most confident I've ever been.
I love that. I'm rooting for you. And we're competing against each other.
Dude, I hope we're on the same car, bro. What do you mean?
I hope so too.
I seen Shady kick it into another gear the other day where kind of have a little hiccup with the plotter, and Shady was like, you know what? And he had a little fire got ignited, and I seen that look in your eyes, and I was like,
"That's my competitive side."
Yo, this guy's a beast. Like when the fire gets ignited,
I shut everything out.
Yeah, so he's gonna be. Look out if you guys are watching this and you're a tenor and you're gonna be competing in tenor battles in August. Look out for my guy right here, because I saw that look in his eyes yesterday, and I was like, move out the way.
And then if I get my ass kicked, guess what? I'm going down swinging. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give him my all. And I have the utmost confidence in myself.
Shady said he'll punch a grandma. He don't care.
Yeah. No, he won't. Shady's no. Shady's a lover. Shady's a lover. No.
Oh, Lord.
I am a lover. I'm not a fighter. So but I do love to kick some ass.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't wait to hang out with you guys again.
It's gonna be so much fun.
You know, Shady, I know that you will be back in September over here.
September.
And Bob, I hope to have you back down sometime.
Agreed. We're gonna see each other every 2 weeks. That's all it is. Just every 2 weeks.
Hey, that works for me.
That's
it,
fine.
Man. Write it up.
Two classes a month.
Let's do it.
Damn.
Write it up. Now we will have some advanced classes, so
I'm looking forward to that one.
I want you guys to realize
might have to take that one.
There are going to be. It's going to get to a point soon where we're having a class every single week out of the month. This place will be running nonstop because you got to think we haven't even implemented flat glass yet. That's starting in September.
Right.
So that'll be 3 weeks out of the month where we're doing an auto tint beginner, a flat glass beginner, and a PPF beginner. So that just leaves 1 week open to do one advanced for each one.
There could be an opportunity to do a little bit of a business tint business class. That's like a 2-day class.
Would that be part of the advanced, you think?
Maybe that could be part of the advanced.
I feel like the advanced we could go more into, especially a lot of the things that Caden and I see is that even with whether you're new, old, whatever, content creation, social media, being in front of the camera.
I need to be a part of that one.
It's a very hard thing for people. So we would love to hold even a small 1 hour 30-minute session on, Google SEO, being in front of the camera, learning public speaking, just taking a breath.
Sure.
That hurts most people, taking a breath sometimes. Yeah. So
I think the social media thing would be nice for maybe an online.
Yeah, we've talked about some things, even with our Discord channel. Yeah. We thought about doing some stuff in the Discord. Back in there.
I keep forgetting.
It's big, but Discord's one of those things where if you want it to grow, you kind of have to just keep.
I'm gonna
be very consistent.
I'm gonna try to help with that, man, because I dig it. I dig that side of it because
I gotta join or sign up or whatever that is.
Facebook groups can only go so far. You know what I mean? Like having we have the February chat with all the students that we still help. To this day, almost daily, we're in there talking. That only does so much. Like it's just back and forth in there. And in the Discord, there's different categories you can post in.
There's a lot of different
stuff.
That's a
Facebook group.
Well, we have a Facebook messenger chat with the students from February.
Okay.
And if we wanted to, we could probably do the same thing with this one.
Yeah, we should.
And the Discord is just all of the alumni from the academy are in there, and there's subcategories of media. We just did the Google Drive for the flat glass stuff.
So you guys as affiliates have a Google Drive link to drop any content or whatever that you guys shoot.
All that there's a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. So it's That's more of a community totally as opposed to a friend thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm learning a lot, and I learn a lot from you. The roast beef curtain method, I didn't even know.
Not the steamed roast beef curtain, bro.
The roast beef curtain method.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Crazy.
No, it's the curtain. The curtain method. Oh, the curtain. I'm sorry.
The curtain method.
I get it mixed up.
I am 100% going to start saying that from now on, Caden. I'm so glad you don't have the headphones on. Hear about the roast beef curtain method.
I'm sorry. I thought he said that. No, he didn't say it. It's just the curtain. Okay, just the curtain. All right.
Dude, he's about to make me wet my tents, dude.
Oh Lord.
Swear to God.
No, I appreciate you guys coming on and spitting some game and talking today. It's been super fun. If anybody wants to follow you guys on social medias or whatever, Shady, why don't you go ahead and store it? Tell them where they can follow you.
So most of my stuff's I go live on TikTok. Any appointment that I have, I've been going live here, and that's at Shady Jay 501 on TikTok. I'm only 500 away from 15,000 followers.
Ooh, let's go.
I was at 14.1 when I got here. So
let's go.
Let's go.
I'm trying to get to 15K. I might do a giveaway. We'll see. But then I'm also on Facebook. That's like basically my journal. So I got like Facebook's my journal, TikTok's my live.
Okay.
But it's Jordan Shady J Jernigan on Facebook. I've got an Instagram, but I don't really mess with Instagram that much.
Yeah, you're like me.
I don't know. I just don't really. I'm not a big fan of Instagram. I don't know why.
You guys are TikTok heavy.
But if you go to my TikTok page, there's a link tree in my bio, and it's got all of my links and stuff like that. I also do the Dark Truth podcast, which both of you have already been on, and that's also in my link tree. That's on Facebook, YouTube, and then I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
What about you, Bob?
You can find me on all of them. The only thing I'm not on is Snapchat, but it's at Tint Star for most things. There's also a Dallas Tint Star, so it's Tint Star _ Dallas. I'm trying to do a little bit more personal branding stuff, so that's going to be Tint Star Bob on Instagram and TikTok. So most of them, they're similar content, but Tint Star Bob's a little bit more catered to just my personal brand. But Tint Star or Tint Star Bob, hope to see you guys on there. We're climbing. Not as high as Shady Jay, but we're doing okay. So appreciate the follow, likes, shares, all that stuff, and hopefully we'll see you guys on there.
It's taking a lot of hours. It's taking a lot of hours, man. I do want to say one more thing, man, Chase. I appreciate you for being so hospitable with us here, as us being the lead trainers, and you were also a lead trainer, but you've been very pushy in a sense of like, y'all go out there and teach these guys. Like, I'll be helping, but just y'all, I want to see y'all go out there and teach these guys. And for anybody watching, the reason I do this shit is because of what I say, man. Be who you needed. And that's
100%. I love that, dude. Well, I appreciate both of you guys for coming on. And like both of them said, I'll also link all of their stuff down in the description below. Thank you guys for coming on. Hope it's a great, awesome rest of the week. Other than that, that's the deal.